Omaha.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Hey, 54, Ricky. Set. Lucy.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here we go. Hey, spread left.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Hank. Move. Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
To the right side, and he's got Macklin, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the 50, it's Watson. Quick slant, that's caught by the veteran Macklin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Target. Reset. Richmond.
Now a first down throw. Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Again, it's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Macklin. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. And the pitch goes to Miller. Unable to corral him. He fights through. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They'll try and run for it with Miller. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Richmond.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Stewart fails to get in on 4th down. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Lucy, Lucy. Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Lucy, Lucy. Lucy, Lucy. Move.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
380. 380. 11B, 11B.
Bortles to throw on second down. Sharks left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
11.
A handoff to Fournette. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's all right. Lucy.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
On second down, here's Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On second down, here's Watson. Airing one out from Macklin, deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Macklin, the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
Richmond. Target.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On fourth down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, a solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Lucy. Throw left.
Now Bortles maybe with a free play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fournette fighting through and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
77. 372.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run inside the 40. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Follow. Hey, spread left. 77.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Lucy. 380.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And here comes the Texans now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They'll run it again to Miller. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Taking it about the 36. Yeah, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Hey, 54 Ricky. Hey, let's go. Trips left. 54 right here.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Move.
Fournette on the counter. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Again, it's Fournette. And an out to run. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now out comes Houston. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From his goal line here, Watson throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thomas. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Richmond.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On first down, Watson. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Reset. Richmond. Target.
On second and 10, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Calais Campbell with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Shotgun now for Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Fournette, a first down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Sunday.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to third and 10. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
380.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. It's a room to maneuver. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't.